Look at your hand. It is soft, flexible, warm. Life on Earth is built on carbon. We are essentially squishy bags of water, held together by chemistry that loves to bond. But carbon has a sibling on the periodic table, a shadow element that sits just below it: silicon. On Earth, silicon is dead. It is rock, it is sand, it is the glass in your window. But what if, somewhere in the deep cosmos, the rock woke up? Welcome to the Silicon Frontier, a world where the trees are razor sharp, the water is liquid crystal, and the animals are made of living glass. A world where life doesn't breathe, it shimmers. Step onto the surface of this world, and the first thing you notice is the geometry. There are no soft curves here, no flowing rivers. Everything is angular, sharp, mathematical. The forests are not made of wood, but of translucent pillars that look like giant quartz crystals. They don't perform photosynthesis with green leaves. Instead, they act like prisms. They catch the light of the distant star, refract it, and split it into raw energy. To walk here is to walk through a kaleidoscope. But be careful. Every leaf, every blade of grass is sharp enough to slice through a diamond. If you trip here, you don't just bruise, you bleed. But the static landscape is deceiving. The weather here is a weapon. When the wind picks up, it doesn't just blow, it shreds. Imagine a tornado, not made of dust, but of millions of microscopic glass needles. A storm here would scour the flesh from your bones in seconds. And when it rains molten silica. The drops fall from the sky like burning jelly, hitting the ground and instantly freezing into new jagged formations. In this world, even the sky wants to kill you. So, what does life look like here? Forget muscles, forget blood. A silicon creature is a biological machine. Meet the prism walker. It doesn't have a heart that pumps fluid. Instead, it has a core of molten energy that circulates heat. Its skin is a lattice of armored glass. It doesn't need to breathe oxygen. In fact, oxygen would turn it into solid stone instantly. Watch how it moves. There is no grace here, no fluid motion. It is glitchy, like a machine struggling to process. Click, snap, click. These creatures are strong, but they are not flexible. They don't bend. They break. You might wonder, how are they born? There is no mating here, no eggs, no birth as we know it. Deep in the crystalline caves, there are geothermal vents, spewing nutrient-rich chemicals. This is the nursery. Here, tiny crystals begin to grow on the cave walls. At first, they are just rocks, but over centuries, they absorb the heat. They develop complex internal lattices, and finally, a spark of energy ignites. They detach from the wall. They take their first clumsy step. A new machine has come online. On Earth, the forest is filled with roars, chirps, and rustling leaves. Here, the forest rings. Since these creatures are hard and hollow, they communicate through vibration and sound. When they move, they chime like wind chimes. When they are angry, they emit a high-pitched screech, like a finger rubbing the rim of a wine glass, amplified 1,000 times. And death here is different too. There is no rotting, no decay. When a predator catches its prey, it doesn't tear flesh, it shatters it. The victim explodes into 1,000 glittering pieces. It is a beautiful, glittering violence. But the most terrifying thing about silicon life is time. Rocks do not age like we do. A silicon creature doesn't get wrinkles. It doesn't get weak unless it is shattered. It could theoretically live forever. Some of the statues you see in this forest are not rocks. They are ancient beings, pausing for a meditation that lasts 1,000 years. Waiting, watching. We search for life that looks like us, life that is warm and soft. But the universe is vast, and chemistry is infinite. Perhaps, right now, on a world made of glass, a creature is looking up at the stars through eyes made of diamond, wondering if there is anyone else out there, anyone softer. This is Xeno Terra. If you survived this journey, signal your presence in the comments below. Join the expedition for the next world before the signal fades.